those shots. And he still nailed it. And he talk about 27, 29, 30 feet out. What you going to do about that? They made 7 threes. They made 7 threes in the fourth quarter. The Lakers made 8 threes all game long. I mean, only 3 guys scored in the fourth quarter. Bruce Brown hit a 3. Michael Porter Jr. scored a couple of points. And Jamal Murray had 23. The Lakers only scored 24. So the likelihood of you winning a game in which one player almost scores as many points as you do as a team in a quarter, you're probably going to lose. Jamal Murray had as many points by himself, 37, as AD and LeBron had combined. They had 40. He had 37. You're probably going to lose. AD did not play his best game. He was 4-15. He missed some easy shots. The shots that went in for him the other night, they just rimmed out. He was short. LeBron had one of his worst games. Missed 3 point-blank layups. The ball slipped out of his hand on another, and he's shooting entirely too many threes.
Thank you.
And what I don't get, he'll like shoot 2 threes, and then he'll drive the ball and get a layup. He'll drive the ball, get a layup, then he'll come back and jack up a 3. Bro, you see your outside shot, you're struggling with this shot. The only thing that you got going is going to the basket. They either foul you or you get the layup. But I thought the third quarter got away from them. They had 11-point leads at midway through the third quarter. Came out, they were playing really, really well. And then they started just taking shots, not getting back on defense. You got to get back because they're looking to push it. Everybody was tired last night, rightfully so, playing at altitude, playing 40-plus minutes. But I thought the fourth quarter, Skip, is where the game kind of got away from them because midway through the fourth, they were the Nuggets jumped out to a 25 lead. Outscored them 20-5 in the fourth quarter. Get to a 12-point lead. The Lakers whittle it down. AD has a shot in the corner. It rims out, a three-pointer shot that rims out. They would have cut it to 1, if I'm not mistaken. But last night, Bruce Brown again. But Bruce Brown is not the dish because Rui is matching Bruce Brown off the bench. So we can't say their bench has outscored them. It's that they're getting time. They're making timely shots. And the Lakers can't buy a basket when they really need it the most. But I thought the fourth quarter is kind of where it got away from them.
Okay, my turn. I have first guessed this 10,000 times on this show and the previous show. This is same song, 10,000th verse. Before this series started, I told you the 3 reasons I believe Denver will win is, number 1, LeBron takes and misses way too many threes. Number 2, it's either LeBron's issue or the team's issue that they can't close games. And number 3, Anthony Davis comes and goes too much, way too much goes, as in disappears. And it happened in crucial spurts last night.
Yeah.
Obviously, your 2 best players are LeBron James and Anthony Davis. What are you telling me about LeBron? He's the most important player, right? Okay, I got it. We still both agree. LeBron, over big expanses of this season, his 20th in this league, has played as a top 10 level player, right?
Correct.
Let's just do top 10 to be fairly objective about it. Okay, so what has happened to LeBron James in the fourth quarters of playoff games? He is now 1 for 23 from 3 in the fourth quarters of these playoffs.
But if you look at the angle and you can see from behind, those shots not even close. Skip is not close. They show one that he shot from, from the angle.
Now he's got the demons going. So once the demons start, it's hard to get rid of them. And the point is, your point, you made the point. The essence of this team is he is still the best driver of the ball in the league. Nobody still playing. I don't care how old he is. I don't care how many years he's played. You can get the youngest NBA player versus him. Nobody can drive it the way he can drive it. He can still play bully ball with the best or worst of them. Last night, it was classic, and you made the point. They can't keep him from the rim. So why would you keep trying to show us, I can shoot these threes, I can shoot these threes? In fact, our man Lil Wayne texted me, because he's a huge Laker fan, as big a Laker fan as you are, or as Snoop is. And he was making the analogy, it's almost like Jaws homies. You want Jaws homies to just shake him and say, hey, you got to wake up, man. And Wayne's like, you want somebody on the Lakers to just shake LeBron and say, wake up. Don't quit doing it. You need some tough love here. We need to tell you, stop that and do this.
Right.
Because you're not great at this, but you're all-time great at this. Why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
Okay. So this just got me. This just hit me right between the eyes. Rui Hachimura does come off. He didn't start. I thought he was going to start, but they're going to try to be cute with it. So we're going to start. Oh, Jared Vanderbilt. Oh, that shakes up Denver. All right. So Rui does come off the bench. And what does he do in the first half?
7 for 7.
He goes 7 for 7. Shannon, he scores 17 points. Who saw that coming? You were up 5 at half, in large part because of him. So Lisa Salters has him
We got up at 3. Remember, they got the goaltending call. AD got the goaltending.
That was at 3 after 3 quarters.
Yes, right, you're right.
5 at half.
Right, 5 at half, 3 at half.
All right. Okay, so Lisa Salters interviews Rui going off the court at halftime. If we could please see this quick sound bite. So he just blurts out, they don't have a rim protector.
They don't.
It's what I've said about Jokic all along. Yeah, I love him on offense. He's extraordinary until fourth quarters happen. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But Shannon, he does not play great defense, and he definitely does not protect the rim. It's a super highway to the basket for LeBron James, or there's this other guy, this guy named Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be quite as big as Jokic as in just bulk, but he's stronger, he's more physical, he's fiercer. He can attack the rim on Jokic in ways that he did not do last night. Okay, so here's the essence of what happened last night. To your point about the third quarter, they actually got up 11 on a LeBron dunk. That came with 6:47 left in the third quarter. They go up 11 points, and you would think, but it just felt like they had them on the run. Didn't it feel like it was their night?
It did. It felt.
Okay, here's the math on this. From 6:47 down to 5:34 of the fourth quarter, would you believe that Denver goes from down 11 to up 12? Over that expanse, it's just from 6:47 of the third to 5:34 of the fourth. It's a little over a quarter's worth of basketball. They beat you 39-16. Well, obviously it's their home floor, but you got blown off their home floor,
Right.
39-16. That's the basketball game, because everything that happened after that, we can go deeper and deeper into it. But it's going to be hard for you to win when you go down by 12 with 5:34 left at Denver.
Right.
Maybe you could pull it off at the Crypt, but not at Denver. 39-16. Guess what your two big guns do over that stretch? LeBron James, very little. LeBron hit 2 free throws and went 0 for 4 from the floor and 0 for 4 from 3. I'll get to that in a moment. Anthony Davis, over that same expanse, he goes 0 for 3 from the floor and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. So he missed 2 free throws. He also had 2 turnovers. He had 2 goaltends over that stretch, including the one you referred to on Jokic at the end of the third quarter. Okay, so your 2 big guns, they combine to give you 0 for 7 from the floor and with 4 free throws over a stretch in which you lose 39-16. Help me out. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with it is that your 2 best players by far are complete no-shows over that time.
Yes.
But guess what? Guess what? You're going to get your asses kicked, and you did.
They did.
That's embarrassing to me. 39-16. Okay, now back to LeBron's threes. And you said the sort of the body language of them, just the look of them. It starts to look worse and worse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's look at LeBron's 3 threes. The first one, and then the miss is in the fourth quarter. This is 10-13 to go. You're still up 2 at this point, so he's shooting this to go up 5. If we could see the first one, he shoots it, and it's way wide right. And then here we go again, 9:50. The game's tied, and he missed that one. And then we got 7:35. You're down 1.
And it seemed like there was like 3 consecutive, like 3 out of 5 possessions.
Yeah, they were. And he gets stubborn about it because he's the greatest scorer in the history of the game. He just gets stubborn. No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this. And every once in a while, I give you this. He catches a hot streak. But it doesn't happen that often.
Normally he starts hot and stays hot. It's not like he misses 3 or 4, and then all of a sudden he goes 4 for 4 and end up 4 of 8. It doesn't happen like that. Normally, Skip, when he's shooting good from the 3, he starts out shooting good from the 3.
Okay. So I give you that Jamal Murray, he is extraordinary in fourth quarters. But here's the flip side. The guy that you proclaim maybe the best player in the world right now, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Look what's happened to him in 2 fourth quarters so far. He's been pretty terrible because in 2 fourth quarters, he scored a grand total of 3 points on free throws. You realize Nikola Jokic has not made a single field goal, not a single field goal in 2 full fourth quarters. Shannon, that means here, like you got it. You got it. If the best player going in, you sort of made the case he's the best player on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. If he gets zonked in 2 straight fourth quarters, you'd think, okay, you got a pretty good shot of winning one of these games, right? And you didn't. But you did have a good shot. But then this guy, Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to show you what I consider the turning point of this game. LeBron had just dunked, and that gave them the 11-point lead with whatever it was. I told you 6:47 left in the third quarter. Okay. I'm going to show you the biggest shot of the game is at this point, Jamal Murray is 3 for 15 from the floor. Okay. He's almost mentally shot. He's almost mentally lost. And then he did this. And you say, well, this is pretty insignificant. Not to him, it wasn't, because he comes right down after LeBron's dunk. They're down 11. And he makes a left-handed sort of scoop hoop. You know, it's almost like a scoop hook shot. I don't know what it was, but he pulled it off. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It went in, and he saw it go in. And from that point, he starts to feel pretty good about himself because he comes right back down a couple of minutes later, and he makes a 7-foot shot. Okay, you know how scorers are. Oh, wait a second. That felt pretty good to me. So now we get to the fourth quarter, and I'm going to show you in a row what he did to your Lakers, because he is, listen, when it comes to fourth quarter explosions, I'm not sure there's anybody better than this kid. It doesn't happen every game. It might not happen.
But I was told it was the bubble.
Okay.
You remember what he did in that closeout game against your Clippers?
Well, to your point, he now, in his career, has 4 playoff fourth quarters of 20-plus points. Since stats were kept going back 25 years, nobody has come close to that. Michael, as in Jordan, had 2, and AI, as in Allen Iverson, had 2 of those. Yeah. Okay, so he's now got 4 20-plus point salvos in the fourth quarter. Well, this is 23. So let's see what he then did to your Lakers. Here we go. We got a 9-foot shot. That's to tie. So he ties it right there.
Look at that.
Then 9:21, he makes a 3.
A step back from at the
There's
top.
another 3.
Look at this.
And here we go.
That's from
Another, that's
29
on LeBron. These are often at the clock.
Look at this.
And then that one put them up 12. And then for good measure, he makes a 15-footer to put them up 7. Okay, it's like if you're on the playground, you just say, too good.
Yeah.
You tip your cap, or you're not wearing a cap.
Give me the man stepping back from 29. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, the only thing you can do is fight fire with fire. And nobody's fighting fire with fire except for Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
And he has been your best player in the fourth quarter. And last night in the fourth quarter, he was pretty good. I'm also going to say this. There's 1:07 left, I believe. I think we have this. He just lucks in a 3, and it cut it to 2.
Yes.
Okay. And I thought, you got a shot now, because this is Austin Reeves. He was hot already, but this is not hot. This is just pure luck. That was at the clock also. I don't think he called glass on
he
that,
didn't call
right?
glass.
Okay. But all of a sudden, you're just down 2. And then fatefully, LeBron steals it from Jamal. He steals it from Jamal. And if we could see the shot that he missed up and under, and I don't know, maybe his ankle was bothering him. I don't know what this is.
I think it looked like he was trying to play for contact. He thought he was going to get fouled.
This is another to cut it to 2. Okay, that's a bad idea. And LeBron's got it. He's got it. He goes up and under on Jamal and Aaron Gordon, and he just missed it. He just missed it. I don't think he got fouled.
No, he didn't get fouled.
Okay.
He thought he was going to get fouled, or he was going to play for contact.
Okay, and that would have cut it to 2 one more time.
Right.
So you had chance. You actually did sort of somehow get back in the game. But somebody's got to make the shot. It's got to be LeBron. It's got to be Anthony Davis. It's got to be somebody. But as much as AD does great, and LeBron, if you just look at the total stat line, he does some good things in the game, right? Didn't he have a couple blocks and 4 steals? I'll give you that. Okay, that works. Didn't he have 10 assists? That'll work.
Assists, a rebound short of a triple-double.
Okay, 9 rebounds. Pretty good. Once again, you got blasted on the backboards because Jokic is killing AD on the backboards, right?
He only beat him last night. It wasn't as glaring as the other night.
But I'm saying if you total up
14 he had 17-14 last night.
Okay, you total it up.
Oh yeah, he crushed it.
Okay,
it's what 38-24.
That is correct. It's 38-24, and you're getting. I'm not going to say battered on the boards. You're getting beaten on the backboards.
But here's the thing, Skip, because of the offensive rebound, is that he's getting so many offensive rebounds, it's giving them an opportunity at second chance points. It's just like you showed the clip the other day, Skip. Jokic missed the shot, but what happened? Porter Jr. gets the rebound, they end up getting 2 points out of it.
They got 2 points out of it. Okay. So Mike Malone went off after the game, and this is what he does probably best is talk about how they get no respect. Let me pull this quote out. So he just goes off about, I'll just quickly read it to you. And I first guessed this because coming out of game one, it did feel like you re-seized the momentum because you beat him 36-24 in the fourth quarter, and Jokic, you took him completely out of the game. He had a career night through 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, he went 0 for 2. He did make 3 free throws. So here's Michael Malone after the game. He says, you win game one, and everybody talked about nothing but Lakers. Let's be honest. The national narrative was, hey, the Lakers are fine. They're down 1-0, but they figured something out, how to stop Jokic, obviously. No one talked about how Nikola just had an historic performance. He's got 13, meaning playoff triple-doubles now, 3rd all-time. What he's doing is just incredible. But the narrative wasn't about the Nuggets. The narrative wasn't about Nikola. It was about the Lakers and their adjustments. Okay, it replaced the chip on their shoulders even though they won the game.
Right.
So it puts you in a psychologically precarious position because I did think that. I was saying that on what would have been Wednesday morning. Yeah, it did feel like, it felt a little like a moral victory. And I think you were pretty confident going into last night that you guys had figured out how to do this, right?
Well, I just figured out LeBron would play better. I just figured they'd play better. I mean, obviously, the likelihood of him having historic numbers like that, Skip, they weren't going to get out-rebounded 22-6 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Last night, they out-rebounded them in the first, if I'm not mistaken, Skip. I think they out-rebounded the Nuggets in the first quarter,
they did.
13-10.
Okay.
So now that's why the game was close. Instead of they were up, they were tied, instead of being down 10, 11 points.
Okay.
But, Skip, the problem is, Skip, they're going to have to do something with D'Lo. Skip, he's minus 16 again. Do you realize they're minus 41 in the 59 minutes he's on the court? They're plus 30 with the 37 minutes he's off the court.
Okay.
Skip, he's a liability on, and he's not giving you, if he's giving you Jamal.
He did block Bruce Brown one time and let him know about it, but it didn't come out in the wash.
Right.
It wasn't the total impact.
If he's going to be this bad defensively, he's going to need to give you close to Jamal Murray's offensive production. Because with 10 points, Skip, and you're minus 20, you're minus, it's.
Okay, I got it. And by the way, Bruce Brown is their X factor because he just comes in and makes stuff happen.
Can I ask you a question, another thing? Does anybody want to stop the ball, Skip? Bruce Brown did it. Somebody else did it. Got the rebound.
Coast to
drove
coast.
all the way down. Ain't nobody stopped the ball.
Yep.
He lays it up. I'm like, Lakers, does anybody want to stop the ball?
Yep.
Anybody. I thought that's one-on-one in transition. Get in front of the ball.
Okay, so all of a sudden, tomorrow night effectively becomes do or die.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't want to go down 3-0.
No, they're not coming back from 3. They're not coming back from 3-0. They know that. They can say, you got to stay positive. It's not the NCAA tournament. But you go down 3-0, you're done.
I am with you on that.
But we ain't going down 3-0.
Okay.
The Lakers' transition D was abysmal, especially in that fourth quarter, guys. Here's a stat for you. Teams have a 6-56 series record all time when trailing in the conference finals by 2. 2 of the 6 teams to come back from that.
Go James.
LeBron James' teams.
Go James. You know that. You know that.
Got it, Shannon.
We got it right where we want him.
Goats?
Go James got it right where we want him.
Wait, the guy who's missed his last 17 fourth quarter threes, he's still the GOAT?
Yeah, he sure is.
I did not
Did you
know that.
hear the stat Jay just read?
Yeah.
6 of 56, but 2 of those 6 belong to the GOAT. About to be 3.
Let's see what he
About
can
to be 3.
orchestrate at home on Saturday. Maybe that crypto crowd will give him an extra boost,
Yeah,
guys.
crypto.
All right. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans.